it's Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Guy.
And this is our review of the NECA Puppet Master Ultimate Blade and Torch action figures. There they are in the box. I got these at Target. Actually seen them there once before, and I'm like, do I want these? And then the next time I seen them both, I'm like, I'm just going to get them. And I'm glad I did. But you can see the box is shaped like the case that they're carried around in. There's some pictures of them on the back. You can see all 4 of them that they have made so far. The front here is actual pictures of the actual dolls, not of the figures inside. But you open that up, looks like the inside of the case. It says Puppet Master. There's Blade over there. And there's Torch. Little fake drawers and like some kind of Egyptian cat or something. Well, let's get him out of there. Okay, there's Blade and Torch. And here comes Pinhead. So there they are. And I'm really glad I got them, because I opened them up and started messing with them. Well, I was telling Zombie Cat, like if I ended up not liking them, I'll just take them back. But I got them out and started messing with them, and I really do like them. They're really nice for, like, they made them small, because they're supposed to be little small puppets, but they're not in scale with like the other Ultimates that are 7-inch. If you stick them next to a 6 scale, it looks pretty close to the size they should be. That's kind of cool that you can put them next to your 6 scales. But Blade is probably a lot of people's favorites, and I think he's probably my favorite too. He just looks the coolest to me. But some of the ones in the movies I really like too, like Pinhead and 6-Shooter. I like him a lot. But Blade's pretty cool.
I've never watched any of the movies, and I don't know who these people are.
What is Blade?
Other than what you've told me.
Yeah, I've watched the first 5 movies. But yeah, I like his little look of the trench coat and hat, and then he's got the bladed weapons. Well, this is a hook, not so much a blade, but yeah. And then he's got the little spikes coming out of his eyeballs, whatever that's supposed to be. And then he comes with an alternate head where the spikes are coming out further, and the head's all bloody. Looks cool. Then he comes with an alternate bloody knife. You can also pop out the hook too. You could just give him 2 knives. And here's Torch.
I really like his bullet teeth.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. And he's not in the first movie, but he appears in the second movie and some of the later ones. But he's got the flame effect, translucent flame pops in there, which is pretty cool. These things are tiny, but they do have some articulation. Like the heads move around pretty well. And then he has a jaw that moves, opens up. His is a little hard to move. It's basically closed or way open. But his moves a little better. But his arm goes up like that. There's a single joint at the elbow, but it goes pretty far and spins. Spin the hook around. It feels fragile, but hasn't broke yet.
Yeah, being an operative word.
Ball joint at the hip area. And then there's articulation under his jacket. And the jacket's a little bit flexible. You bend the knees. Then the ankles have hinges and a little tilt thing going on. So pretty close to Ultimate Articulation, just shrunk down. And him, it's basically the same. Well, he's got a joint at the top and bottom of his neck. Whoa.
He shoots the flame out?
He actually has double jointed elbows. So that's pretty cool. And torso, hips. Oh, we don't got knees? Oh, wait, he's got knees. They're hard to see. Hidden under the boots. And then the ankle. So yeah, articulate's pretty good on him. In the movies, it seems like his spikes in his eyes can go back far enough that you can't even see them. But, I mean, that's okay. I don't mind that it doesn't. And switches heads to the bloody head. Oh, that's hard to get that head on there. And there he is with the bloody face and bloody knife. Yeah, you can see that spikes in the eyes are out much further.
Just picturing him like smashing his face into somebody trying to kill him with those. Look really funny.
Mm-hmm. Now, looking at the face, I like the sculpt of it. I think they did a really good job of making it look like the ones from the movie. They made the hair plastic instead of real hair, but I mean that makes sense for how small this is. Same with the jacket and everything. That'd be really hard to use real cloth to make them this small.
It would just look bad.
Yeah.
And I really like the texture on his clothing, his jacket, his pants, everything.
Yeah, it looks really good. And the weapon parts look really good, very detailed. They actually look like they're metal too. And him, put a texture on his jacket, which looks good. Little tiny symbol on his pocket. You mentioned the bullet teeth, look really good.
I love those. I like the way they did his eyes too.
Yeah, they're making it look like they light up.
Mm.
They light up when he's about to fire his flame. So they could have possibly given him a non-light up eye version, but I'm fine with the light up eyes.
They look cool.
Mm-hmm. And there they are next to the only other Puppet Master figure that we have. And this is this older Blade figure, a bloody version. And
You bought him way before you ever seen any of the
Yeah.
movies.
yeah, I knew who he was from, but I never cared to watch it. I just wanted the figure. I just thought he was cool looking. And it was actually the NECA releasing these figures which made me want to start watching them. And it was just one of the movies I never cared to watch. It was toys attacking people, even though I like toys, but I just didn't really like the idea of it. But I watched the first one, I'm like, oh, I kind of like it. And then I watched the second one, I'm like, oh, I kind of like this one. And then I went up all the way up through the fifth one, and I liked them. I just liked the little characters.
Well, since you like them, I might watch them at some point, because I always just assume that I'd feel the same way I do about Chucky, where I'm not into it at all.
Well, it's different than Chucky. I thought it would be something like that too, but it's different. But as of right now, there's 14 Puppet Master movies.
That's a lot.
And I don't know if I want to go through all of them.
They're probably going to get worse and worse. Most franchises do, especially horror franchises that go that long.
Yeah. And they already, like most horror movies, have continuity issues when they have a bunch of sequels, and this one does pretty quick. Because the second one comes out, and it's like, okay, so this is how Toulon is. But then the third one comes out, contradicts that. Fourth one contradicts 2. It's like 2 just doesn't make sense. And I imagine there's more continuity issues going forward. But there's still something I like about the movies. They're kind of cheesy, but there's like, because Tons on the Cat, there's like sort of a charm to them that's hard to explain. Mostly has to do with the puppets themselves. And then the theme song. It's not like it's a cool theme song, it's just the theme song that plays in all of them, and I get used to hearing it. So there's Blade and Torch next to some NECA's other ultimate horror figures. They should be smaller than all these characters. Like, they should probably only be, like on Chucky, they should probably be about half his height, maybe. Something like that. So yeah, they're definitely too big here. But it's still cool. I think if you were going to display all your horror characters together, your ultimate ones, you still could probably stick them with them, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, they're smaller, so at least they're not the same height as them.
Mm-hmm.
So there they are next to the Sideshow Jason and Freddy and the Trick or Treat Michael Myers. That's the 6-scale versions. And that looks very close to the height they should be next to them. Because there's many times in the movies where the human characters pick up the dolls, and that's about the size they are.
Whoa!
No,
Break him!
I would say it's not 100% the scale. I think maybe the puppet should be just a tiny bit smaller to go with 6 scale. But it's very close.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'd be too small for 4th scale. But something in between 6th and 4th would probably be the perfect size. That would be 5th scale. if there was 5th scale figures. Okay, so I think NECA did a really good job on these. I guess the size, the scale they chose works, because if they would have made them smaller, then they would just be...
Too small?
Yeah, too small.
It wouldn't be as much fun.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to have ones that size to stick next to the other Ultimate figures, but it would just be very small. Yeah, I really like them. They have a lot of articulation for how tiny they are. And the detail and paint and everything is really good on them too. And they have appropriate accessories. So I really like them.
I think they're pretty cool. They're neat looking.
Yeah. So now we gotta do the Pinhead and Tunneler set. But yeah, I really like these two. This is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm the bucket.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Look at the little toys.
Oh, they're really cute.
You think it's like Toy Story? When no one's looking, they...
What? It's not like Toy Story! It's not like Toy Story! Hey everyone, it's Clementine from The Walking Dead, and you are watching Mr. Evilcheese and Zombie Cat. Don't be a shitbird and subscribe already. Do it. Thanks.